Welcome to episode 28 of Boston Swap, a Director of Football Challenge here on Boston United FM. Boston United of Conference North and Boston Town of United Counties League were switched in the non-league football pyramid. I took over at United down at level 9 and have won a promotion every season since. We've also won the FA Vase and the FA Trophy on the way. We have overtaken the club's original status and have now made it back to the Football League. We even went straight through into League One. We're a month into the new season and the busy transfer window has closed. Today we face the short trip to Lincolnshire neighbours Lincoln City. They've spent all but one season in League One when they bounced back from a relegation into League Two. They finished 4th last season but lost out in the playoff final to Northampton Town, as we saw in the last episode. Again, we've had a good start to the season. Just the one league defeat so far at home to Bolton Wanderers. We had already knocked Bolton out of the EFL Cup just a week before. We advanced further into the EFL Cup with a win over Championship side Blackburn Rovers and will face Premier League Sheffield United in the third round. We sit in third place behind Stoke City and Blackpool. Stoke have made a flying start, winning every game so far. Lincoln are down in 14th place with fellow neighbours Peterborough United even lower in 22nd. It's been an interesting summer for transfers, with us bringing some familiar faces back to the club. Winger Henson Agustin was sold to Charlton Athletic while we were in the Conference North, and after 2.5 decent seasons with the Addicts in League One, we've bought him back for just £245,000. He scored a hat-trick in his first league game back. Alex Lowe is a versatile forward who can play on the right or up front, and Mr. Transfer Genius, my Director of Football, purchased him for a price of £230,000. Brandon Mason is a left-back from Millwall, required after the sale of last season's Player of the Year, Harvey Sayer, who actually went to Millwall. We've virtually done a swap, with us getting a decent profit on the deal. Last season's loanee Thomas Trundle joined on a permanent transfer for just £21,000 and will again provide decent backup as a ball-winning midfielder. We've taken advantage of our parent club, signing 3 players on loan from Leeds United. We're not paying a penny for any of them. Other loan signings are defender Jared Branthwaite from Everton, our former midfielder Chad Shelley from Bristol City, who have also allowed us to borrow Robbie Savage's son Charlie. Brian West, a striker, was sold to Cardiff City a couple of years ago, but is with us for the season. Unfortunately, he broke his leg in the last match, so will probably not play again for us this season. The only other first-team player sold was striker Graham Dodds, who only came in on a free last summer, but couldn't push Terrell Whitaker out of the side. He's gone to League One rivals Crawley Town for £375,000. We sold 2 16-year-olds to Fulham, bringing in around £400,000 initially, with the hope of some future sell-on fees. For this big match against the Red Imps, we are missing a few players. Wide Mensi Moes and Landim are out through injury or international duty, and striker West has a broken leg as mentioned earlier. Agustin isn't fully fit but will have to sit on the bench, with youngster Gabby Mallinson drafted in from the under-23s. He's already made a sub-appearance in League One this season and scored the equaliser at Crewe Alexandra in our last league game. Branthwaite and Savage both start despite niggling injuries, but hopefully our patched up side will do enough to beat our local rivals. Let's make our first trip to Sincil Bank since Boxing Day 2006. This will be the match that the Boston fans have been waiting for ever since the fixtures came out. Looking at the Lincoln side, they're playing a 4-4-2. Don't really recognise many of the names. I think there's Harry Anderson on the right wing, and they've got Jordan Adebayo-Smith up top. In real life, he actually made a loan spell with Boston last year, but didn't really impress in the 6 months we had him. Let's get kicking off. They chip the ball forward down the left-hand side to Hardy, but Wade gets it off him, and youngster Dales, who's been in and out of the squad just lately, he picked the ball up, but it's now Dander who's going forward. He's getting into the area, he shoots, but it goes high and wide. Throw in for us. Given away. They've got it back to their keeper, but Branthwaite is there. There's Charlie Savage, puts it back to Slicker. Thomas at left back. He's also a new signing. There's Dales. Gets it out to Alvarez, on loan from Leeds. Tries to get into the box. There's Thomas. And he's scored a wonder goal. I thought he'd lost the opportunity there. He'd smashed it in, but it came back to him. And it's somehow gone past the keeper at the near post. Let's have a look in 3D. So he gets it, has a shot, hits the defender on the head, gets it back, and he sneaked it underneath the body of the goalkeeper. That's 1-0 to Boston. Free kick to Lincoln just outside the box. It goes far post, but it's nodded clear. But there's Harry Anderson. He tries a shot, but it goes over. And that's half time. Deservedly, we are 1-0 up. We've had 2/3 of the ball. 11 shots, 5 on target. They've only had the 3 shots in total. They've had 3 yellow cards as well. Looking at our players, it's just really Alvarez, who is playing out of position on that left-hand side. He normally plays in the attacking midfielder role. So he's possibly someone who's going to come off in the second half. Maybe Nibs or Mallinson, who's impressed in his couple of substitute appearances so far this season. But for now, I don't see the need to make any changes. I think if we can do exactly the same in the second half that we've done in the first, it should be a comfortable victory. But we'll just have to see what happens. Right, free kick on the edge. It's gone in. Walcott's headed it, but Slicker's there to claim it. Launches it forward towards Dales, who gets it to Whittaker. He's advancing forward. He's trying to go past everybody in the defence, but his shot goes well wide. That was a little bit dangerous there, but thankfully the Lincoln shot went wide. Right, there's less than 20 minutes to go. I think I'm going to make a double substitution of the wide men. Agustin, he's only on 82% condition, but he can play for the rest of the game on that right-hand side. And I'm going to bring Mallinson on for Alvarez. See if the youngster can add to his tally. We'll keep an eye on Whittaker as well. He's not had a great game. Thomas is the player of the match so far. He's on an 8.4, so definitely not bringing him off. But for now, we'll make the 2 subs and we'll carry on. We've got a corner. Thomas to take, goes near post, and there's James Burrows. He puts us 2-0 up. It's his first goal of the season. The youngster we held on to throughout the summer headed it in near post, and he gives us a 2-goal advantage. Goal kick goes left for Lincoln. They're passing the ball about, launched it forward, but we pick it up. And Wade gives it back to Slicker, so we'll build from the back. Onto Burrows. Back to the keeper, tries to find Mallinson. Dander picks it up, launches it forward, but Vickers, the keeper, comes out to collect. But he's given it straight to Agustin, but he can't take advantage. But he's trying to steal it off the defender. He is. And Whittaker gets onto the through ball, but it goes straight into the arms of the keeper. Right, there's just a few minutes left. We're going to have to make this 3rd substitution. I think I'm just going to bring on the young lad Nibs up top. He doesn't get a lot of football. He will do probably this season now, at least a little bit more than expected with the injury to West. Long throw goes in. We get it back through Shelley. Wade at fullback goes forward. Back to Shelley. Savage tries to find the diagonal ball, but we give it away. Now Warren is going through for Lincoln, but Slicker tips the ball over the bar. It's a corner. Payne to take, goes far post, and Harry Anderson has a shot, and it goes over. And there we go. We get the Derby Day victory. 2-0 away at Sincilbank. Luke Thomas and James Burrows with the goals. 2 defenders, but making it count at the other end of the pitch. That bumps us up to second place. We go ahead of Stoke, but they have won 5 out of 5 and have therefore got a couple of games in hand and only a point behind us. Keith Southern is the Lincoln City manager, and obviously he's not happy that we turned up at Sincilbank and beat them. That was Luke Thomas's debut at left back today, and he managed to mark it with a goal and get man of the match. Over 10,000 at Sincilbank for that game, 502 away fans, but it was us that went home the happiest. Right, we'll carry on the season, and the next episode is probably going to be around Christmas time. We'll probably come back for Boxing Day away at Peterborough United at London Road, or the Western Homes Stadium as it is now called, for another derby game. Hopefully we'll still be up there fighting for promotion to the Championship. But if you've enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.